Hello students. So in this tutorial we are going to discuss about the loop control structure. So first let me start the XAMPP and then we will go to our Notepad++ editor. Let us first start with our PHP syntax. So let us start with a while loop example. So here, as you know, loop structures are used when you want to repeat certain instructions numerous times. So for say suppose I will take one variable known as count, initialize it to 0, and I want that in the while condition I will be checking whether count is less than 3, and I want that 3 times hello PHP should be printed. Then I will increment the count variable, otherwise it will be an infinite loop. Close the file and save it as a while loop example. Now let us go to our Firefox. Then go to the index of PHP lessons and open the while loop.php. So see here 3 times hello PHP has been printed. Now they are all in one line, so what I will do is that just attach here br tag so that the hello PHP will be printed on 3 separate lines. So this is how the while loop works. Now let us see the use of the break statement. So what I am going to do is that initialize I is equals to 0, and I will be checking the condition I less than 10, then increment the I, and if I is equals to 3, then I want that the loop structure should be broken. So if I is equals to 3, then it will come outside the loop structure, and what will be displayed, that echo loop stop at I is equals to 3. Now let us save this file. Save it as break statement.php. Now let us go to PHP lessons folder and let us run this. Okay, I encountered some error. So let me check where I have made the mistake. So going back to Notepad++, yes, see what mistake I have done. I have opened the PHP statement twice. So what I will do is that I'll just remove the comment and I will delete the upper PHP syntax. Now this is correct. Let us save it and now let us run it again. So refresh this. So see here, since I have given the condition that if I is equals to 3 break, then the loop terminated at I is equals to 3. So this is how the break statement works. Now moving ahead, let us take the example of how the continue statement works. Now let us take the same example, and instead of using break statement, I will be using the continue statement, and let us see the difference in the output. So instead of break, I will replace it with continue, and here instead of break, I'll write here continue. And what I am going to do is that I will just take this echo statement and put it inside the loop structure, and I will just put what are the values printed by this loop structure, and don't forget to add their br tag, otherwise all the values will be printed on the same line. So let us save this file and name it as continue statement.php. Now let us go to the PHP lessons folder, refresh it and just open the continue statement.php file. So see here, the output is all the values from 1 to 10 except value 3. If you recall, we have written the statement if I is equals to 3, then continue. So what the continue statement does is that it skips that number and the rest of the loop is continued as it is. This is quite opposite to that of the break statement. In break statement, you completely come outside the loop structure and continue, you skip that particular value. So this is how the continue statement works. Now next we are going to see how the do while statement works. So here, what is the first difference? That in while loop structure, if the condition is true, then only the statements within the loop will be executed. But in do while structure, at least one time the statements within the loop structure will be executed. So let us echo the values and don't forget to add the br tag. Now let us save this file and let us see the output of this. Save this as do while loop.php. Now let us go to the PHP lesson folder and run the do while loop.php file. Now check the output. The value is printed from 0 to 9. It started with 0 and ended with 9. Now moving ahead, going to see the for loop. So if you know any kind of programming like C, so this particular syntax of for loop is very similar to your C language. So it first three expressions are: first the value of variable is initialized, then the checking condition is there, and finally the increment or decrement of variable is there, and we will be displaying within the for loop structure the value of I. And don't forget to add there the br tag so that the value of I will be printed on each separate line. Now this is just a simple for loop example. Let us save this with the name for loop. Now go to your PHP lessons folder, refresh this and run this for loop.php file and check the output. The output is value 0 to 4. So this is how the for loop works. And the last loop structure that we are going to see is the for each loop example. This is particularly used while traversing the array variables. And remember one thing, for each is one word. Do not put any space between for and each. So let us create one array. If you recall, I have already discussed the array data type in the first tutorial of basic of PHP. So use the keyword array and put the values 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 within the brackets. Then after for each, within the parenthesis, write their $array as $value. So this $value will take one value at a time from this array variable, and within the for each loop structure, we are just displaying the value of the variables. And don't forget to put there the br tag. Now save this as a for each.php and go back to the PHP lesson folder and run this for each.php. So see here, all the values of the array variable are displayed in the output. So this is how the for each loop works.